Guys, hello and welcome from Glacier National Park in northern Montana. We have been on this road trip for 11 days now. We started out in Seward, Alaska.
Yeah.
We worked the entire summer season out in Seward, Alaska, and then we decided that once the season was over, it's time to road trip. So our road trip started 11 days ago, where we left Seward, Alaska, and we drove all the way to the Matanuska Glacier area. We camped out just on a pull-off, and then the next morning we hiked Lion's Head. Oh, you're like perfectly around. We just finished our first night of the road trip. It is the 22nd of September, and we are in the Matanuska Glacier area. We're gonna do a hike up to a nice viewpoint of the glacier.
Yep, Lion's Head hike.
Lion's Head. So in the meantime, we're just trying to warm up, and we made some coffee here. Had a nice bit of coffee, and we're just gonna take what we learned from last night, and we're gonna get even better.
Yeah.
With that being said, last night was the first night that we had some real cold weather. We still have frost and ice on our car. There's ice all over our windshield this morning.
Yeah,
so
even on the inside of the car there is some ice, which is surprising because it was relatively warm in the car.
yeah, knowing that we can sleep in like sub-freezing temperatures is actually good.
It's
good to know.
Yeah.
And we only have like 4 days of that, and I wasn't really cold at all.
Yeah. If it gets colder, we also have the Snuggie, another like
we got
blanket.
plenty of stuff to keep us warm.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, look at this beautiful view behind us. We've got mountains.
Yeah, sun's just coming out. You can still see the moon up there. Maybe not, but
So yeah, we're just drinking coffee and we're getting ready for a little hike. We'll take you with us. Alright, so we are on our way. We're starting Lion's Head. So it should just be like a mile up, mile down, 1,000 feet or so of elevation.
yep.
So starts out easy, and then we start just climbing straight up for a bit. So
Yep.
should be good, but it's pretty cold down here.
Yeah, really waiting to get back into the sun.
Yeah. But I think once we get to the top of the ridge, or once we get near the ridge, it's gonna be pretty windy.
Yeah.
So, but it's just nice to be out here.
True, true.
You didn't see nothing. We've been hiking straight up for a little bit. We're making some good progress, but really, you see these views? The fall colors are amazing.
Yeah.
Let me pop in here.
Enhance.
So, it's been a lot of straight up right now, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the glacier though.
Yes. That wind is it's something.
It is pretty windy. How's it going?
Oh, it's just great. Almost there.
Yeah, we really are almost there.
Frame.
Yeah. Oh, nice. All right. So we are like almost at the top. You can't see it, but I'll show you in a second. Just the glacier and a bunch of snow-covered mountains. But even behind us, you've got still more of that glacial river, and then just beautiful mountain views.
Yeah, with the fall colors, it's really spectacular.
We're almost up.
Yeah.
We're almost up. So we're gonna take you there.
Let's give it a peep of that glacier.
Yeah, let's get you a good view. Camera took a bit of a tumble there. We got to be a little bit more careful. But we're at the top. We went a little further from where that trail like technically ends. Oh yeah, and it's like super windy up here now. I actually wonder what this mic is doing to help alleviate some of that wind noise. We'll find out. But so, let me give you the lay of the land. We have 360-degree views. Oh, it's cold. This trail wasn't as bad as it could have been because all of the trail was all frozen. Oh, it's so windy. I'm gonna fall. What I was saying is that this trail is all the reviews say the trail is super muddy.
Yeah.
But it actually wasn't too bad because it was so frozen. The whole trail was just frozen mud.
Yeah, we could see like paw prints and footprints, but
yeah,
it just froze overnight, and nice and solid.
We were only working with just elevation gain. That was like, it was nice because your foot kind of just sunk into the frozen mud.
Yeah.
And it gave you tons of traction. All right, that was cool. It's cold and windy. We're gonna start hiking down. I'll see you back at the car, and then we'll be on to our next location.
That was a great hike. It gave us great views of the glacier, which you can't really go and touch unless you want to go on like a tour.
Yeah.
So we decided to go like the more less crowded route.
Once we got to the top of the hike, it was so windy and cold.
Yeah.
But the views were amazing. It was so colorful and
yeah,
great.
The autumn colors were just all over the hills, and of course the beautiful glacier that was running all like a little racetrack from the mountains.
After we did the hike in Matanuska Glacier, we then drove to Tok, or Tok, however you call it, Alaska. Right, so we made it to a campsite, and we are in Tok, Alaska. We're just sort of grabbing the stuff out of our trunk. We're gonna make some food.
Yep.
We got our bed set up, so we're sitting at like 40 degrees still, but as the sun goes down, we're supposed to get pretty cold. The campsite that we're at said they're winterizing all of the water because last night it froze pretty hard. So, no water right now, but we've got plenty of water. So, we're just making dinner, and then we're expecting to meet up with some friends. We got Masha cooking here on the stove.
Just frying them onions up.
We're working with some onions tonight.
It's really nice and warm.
The stove is not very... it does not get a huge flame, but
it's sizzling.
It does a well enough job.
It's like a portable campfire.
Alright, so it is dinner time here. Yes. We have a nice looking bowl of chili, some cheese, some sour cream.
Yes.
And then we've got some peach cobbler.
It's still going.
So, we're eating good tonight. So we're gonna eat some food, hang out for a bit.
Yeah, maybe start a little bonfire.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a bonfire tonight as well.
Mm-hmm. Bone apple teeth.
Yeah, let's eat.
Welcome to a new day of camping. Today we are in Tok, Alaska, about 100 miles away from the Canadian border. And it's cold.
It's very cold. It definitely froze pretty good last night, and so we are just going to keep heading south. So we're going to the Canadian border, and then our goal is to get all the way to Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada today. So that should be an 8-hour drive or so. So we had a good night in the car. We were plenty warm, but everything froze pretty hard. And we got some nice coffee all set up using our jet boil and our coffee setup, and we're just getting packed out for the rest of our adventures. So the next morning we drove across the border and into Canada.
Yeah, Yukon. Beautiful but isolated.
Very isolated.
Yeah.
And remote. No phone service, no nothing. We're just working on our offline GPS, and that's where we really started cruising. We did like 3 8-hour days in a row of driving.
Yeah.
8 or 9 hours of driving.
Yeah, those were tough. You definitely get out of the car and your legs are buzzing and.
Yeah, it was long driving, but when we were on the Elkhorn Highway, we did have some time where we saw a grizzly bear, we saw some caribou, we even saw some bison along the way.
Yeah.
Which are pretty neat.
Yeah, the grizzly bear, he was pretty close, like 20 feet from the car.
Yeah, we were pretty close to him. We were taking photos, but then he let us know when it was time for us to go. By the way, he snorted at us and stomped, and we didn't need any more of a hint, so that's when we packed up and decided to keep heading south.
Yeah.
Along the way, we stopped at Laird Hot Springs, where we were able to dip into the warm mineral waters that were being pushed up from the bottom.
Yeah, it was very cool. You could see the little bubbles coming right out of the sand.
And the water is coming out at like as hot as 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it was boiling basically not boiling, but at the little spot it was coming up.
Yeah.
So the lower you go down the river, it was cooler and more manageable.
But then we finally finished the Elkhorn Highway, and then we headed straight towards Jasper National Park and Banff National Park. And we spent a couple days in Banff.
Yeah, Banff was really beautiful. It lived up to everything that it is said to be.
We did the Lake Agnes Tea House hike that then connected to the Big Beehive hike, and then all the way up to the Plain of Many Glaciers Tea House hike, which was it turned out to be about a little bit over 11 miles or so on a day that started out pretty cloudy, but then it turned out to be a beautiful day, and the hiking was fantastic. All right, here we are. We're looking like a mile down the trail. We're doing the Lake Agnes and some other tea house hike. I forget the name of the other one. But it's a beautiful day now. Oh, look at this dude.
Hey, buddy.
What's he got in his mouth?
I think that's an animal. Oh.
What is that?
I think it's like a mouse.
So we've made some really good progress on this trail. We got to the first tea house, which was really neat. We got a couple photos and videos, but there were so many people there. Spruce.
Yes.
There were so many people there that it just wasn't like, it kind of dampens the experience a bit.
Yeah, it felt like the Starbucks in Seattle where it like wraps around and...
Yeah, it really was like a major tourist attraction, which we knew going into it. Yeah. But this trail is so big where we like got a little further down the trail, and we're back all by ourselves, and it's beautiful and quiet and insane views, so it's pretty neat. Once again, we've been gaining a lot of altitude, and I think we're almost at the highest point. I'm gonna go take a look. You can see some sweet views behind me, but you'll see it even better in a second. How you doing, Mash?
Oh, I'm toast.
The views have been phenomenal. The weather has just been getting better and better.
Yeah, we've been very lucky with the weather.
How awesome is this?
Wow.
We're at one little viewpoint here. You can see pretty well.
That's the parking lot that we started at down there.
Yeah.
Right by the Fairmont Hotel.
Yeah, you can kind of see where we're parked. I don't know where my finger is at exactly. I think it's over there. I'll see on the video post edit, but that was fun. I think there's better views too, so we're gonna keep moving.
Gotta get to the second tea house.
Yeah. So we're pretty much at the highest elevation that we're gonna be today. It should be around 8,000 feet or so. And we got beautiful fall colors. Got a glacier over there, and then it's like kind of snowing a little bit. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But this view is fantastic.
Hello, hectic tree. That's okay. Thank you.
Alright, so we are working up the trail now to the second tea house. We've got crazy views in front of us, fantastic views behind us.
Up, down, all around.
And we're just enjoying this hike.
Look up there, it's
The weather's only been getting better. And we got a cool little ledge there, and look behind us.
There's a river down there, glaciers up there.
That's what's yet to come.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to it.
Yep.
Anything?
I'm waiting for some tea.
I think we're gonna actually get tea at this house, so we're looking forward to it. So that was the Plain of Six Glaciers tea house. And now we are hiking back to our car, carefully.
Yeah.
But what a day. Perfect weather. It started out cloudy. We were kind of wondering if we're gonna be able to do the hike. And then we go to the visitor center. He's like, yeah, you're way too late. You should have gotten a parking spot at like 7, 8 o'clock. But then we are like, yeah, let's check it out anyways. And then just as we pull up, they move the full parking sign and let us in. It was like perfect timing.
Yeah, we got very lucky with both the weather and the parking, because driving out of Jasper, we were like continuously getting rained and snowed on.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we left the gate of Jasper, and we were 3 minutes away from our destination, rain and snow stops.
The sun started peeking out. It was awesome.
It was immaculate.
So, yeah, we're feeling a little tired, but you know, after hiking 8-9 miles today with like 3,000 feet of elevation gain, that makes sense. But what a day.
Worth it.
Look at this. If I turn you around, look at our view.
Oh, skip all the glaciers behind there.
Oh yeah, we got all those glaciers too.
Yeah.
So
It's just a panorama of views.
it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, the tea houses were very full of people, but also very beautiful with great views.
Yeah, that first tea house, Lake Agnes Tea House, it was so full of tourists, which, I mean, we were one of them, but by the time we got further along the trail, it really opened up. We felt like we were totally alone, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, yeah. We even got to see some horses on the trail because you can rent horses to take you up to those tea houses.
Yeah,
we chose to hike.
But then the next day, we woke up and we went to the other side of the valley, where we went to this like ski resort, and we took a gondola up the mountain, and we actually got to see where we hiked yesterday from the other side of the valley. I brought coffee.
Thank you, husband.
Is it extra? All right, here we are. We went to the Lake Louise ski resort, and we're taking the summer gondola up the mountain. We got an enclosed gondola.
Yes.
So it's not too cold on this brisk morning. Mm-hmm. And now we just get to ride a gondola for 15 minutes up. We're gonna do a little hike, go to a little like interpretive center, and then walk around a little bit.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we've got some great views. Very scenic, and it was another beautiful day.
Yeah, beautiful. They have a little taxidermy museum up there, which is kind of fun. You can get to like pet the furs of some of the animals that you could encounter on the trails, but yeah, the views were amazing.
Yeah, and then later on in the day, we went to the Johnston Canyon, where we saw the lower falls and then the upper falls, and then we went even further to where the ink pots were. All said and done, we did about 8.5 miles that day of hiking, and it was another fantastic day of weather, which has been really the theme lately, which has been
very
so
lucky,
fun.
Yeah, that Johnston Pass I would super highly recommend. Even if you don't get up to the ink pots, it's so beautiful.
It's pretty cool. After that, we then decided to continue heading south, and we went to Calgary. We did some laundry, we ate some sushi, and then we spent the night at a campground.
Yes.
The next morning, we woke up, and then we finally crossed the border back into America. We were in northern Montana. We spent the night at a beautiful lookout. We could see views of a sweet, like, butte, or whatever you call it, rock formation.
Yeah, where it just goes like, boop.
And then the next morning, we did the Grinnell Glacier hike in Glacier National Park. that was like 12 miles or so of some really beautiful hiking.
Yeah.
We didn't take too many videos along the way, but we did take some, and we'll put them in here. But
yeah, some photos or something maybe. But I think it actually might be one of my favorite hikes this year. It was truly beautiful along the entire trail, and we got to see some like mountain goats or sheep or.
Yeah. But then today we woke up. We hiked down to the Virginia Falls and the St. Mary Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Then we drove to where we are now. And we made some food. We're at McDonald Lake right now on the southwest side of Glacier National Park. All right, this is what we have for lunch. We've got some beans, rice, chicken, tomato, salsa, cheese, and then we have a nice little green salad. So we're gonna eat our food, enjoy the views, and yeah.
For bone apple tea.
So far this road trip has been a lot of fun, and you gotta keep watching, stay posted, and to see what other adventures we get up to, because this road trip is not over. We're gonna be heading south even further, and even east, and then back north, and so follow us along to see more and see what we're up to.
Yeah, see ya.